closing statement will be given by Timothy Murray, representing the middle school.
Good morning. My name is Tim Murray, and I'm here to represent the middle school at today's ceremony. This is a day where people set aside their own personal issues and remember the brave men and women that allow us to call the United States of America our home. This is a day set aside to reflect on our country's brave protectors across generations and to honor their sacrifices and to remember those that have died to protect our freedom. Although this is a day to remember the fallen, we must remember all our veterans. While many have given the ultimate sacrifice, millions more return from war and struggle through their daily lives. Even though they survived war, many veterans suffer with mental or physical burdens after serving our country with honor. For many, the most impactful challenge of life after war is PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder. It is projected that about 2.9 million of our veterans from Iraq and Afghanistan suffer from PTSD. Many live with recurring thoughts of the atrocities of war. From seeing friends one day, but not the next, hearing thunderous noises, reliving brushes with death, and never leaving the nightmares of the battlefield. They relive the worst moments of their lives over and over again. Veterans who live with PTSD suffer from severe anxiety, nightmares, and flashbacks, and most suffer from them for the rest of their lives. In some cases, it is so severe that even the most faint noise can cause a panic attack. After Operation Desert Storm, a shocking 12% of soldiers deployed suffer from PTSD. Many are not classified as having PTSD though, but still suffer from anxiety and nightmares. These recurring thoughts haunt millions of our veterans and make it difficult for them to adjust to life back at home. Veterans of every generation have risked their lives to protect our country. Now, it is our responsibility to protect our current veterans. Veterans need more help than they have received from our government, and I believe it's time we, the American people, start to make our veterans a priority healthcare issue and express our gratitude not only in the form of monuments or lists, but in reality, now, where we can make a real difference. Organizations such as the Wounded Warriors Project and the Disabled American Veterans Organization provide resources for veterans and their families. These organizations give veterans the help they need when they come home because for many, it's hard to support their families, especially if they have new difficulties. Without the help of other people, our veterans will struggle much more than they should to get back on their feet. The Wounded Warriors Project is one organization which creates programs for soldiers who need support. They may need mental, physical, or emotional care, and the Wounded Warriors Project helps them understand that they are not alone. One man who is helped by the Wounded Warriors Project is former Marine Adam Harris. Adam Harris was an infantryman who served 3 tours in Iraq. While Harris never received any physical injuries, the mental toll that 3 tours of active duty in Iraq had on him was enormous. Harris suffered from PTSD, but didn't realize it when he came home for the last time. He suffered from acute depression because he had the feeling that he shouldn't have lived. He felt like he should have done more for his comrades, and he felt intense helplessness and sadness. The sense of responsibility and guilt crushed him, and when he was at his lowest, he asked for help. He was sent to the Wounded Warriors Project and joined their Project Odyssey in Park City, Utah. Through group therapy and one-on-one discussions, he began to realize he wasn't alone. He was given a new sense of confidence by talking to other people that were also suffering from PTSD. Harris says, "Some activities would send me into such an emotional whirlwind I'd have to leave the room. Until then, my life was an uphill battle all the way. If it hadn't been for Project Odyssey, it would have been even more difficult." If it weren't for the Wounded Warriors Project and other organizations like it, veterans like Adam Harris would never get the care they need when they return home. The lives veterans have should not be such a struggle after their service has ended, and they should feel as if their own country honors them. They defended us, and now we must look after them. Our veterans should never feel they are alone. Organizations like these run solely on donations. Like the United States of America, the Wounded Warriors Project is really, at its heart, just an idea, but one based on ideals, a sense of duty, honor, and purpose, just like our country. I leave you today with one request. If you are a middle or high school student, I urge you to learn more about our veterans and what they represent in our lives. If you're an adult, I ask that you please donate either time, resources, or funds to organizations that help provide for our veterans. It would be a great honor if our school and community joined the cause to promote healing and care for all our returning heroes. Thank you for your time. It's been an honor for me to speak with all of you today.
Finally, thanks to all who made this morning's ceremony